Hello, friends. It's your favorite Tesla nut, and I'm going to take a little bit of a drive today in the Tesla Model 3 long range. I've got about 300 miles on the charge. We're going to head down to Laguna Beach or thereabouts along the coast of California in Southern California, just to give you an idea of what it's like to own one here in February. It's absolutely beautiful, sunshine and palm trees. Maybe take up a little drone shots, give you a little look around, and see what it's like to enjoy the Southern California lifestyle in a beautiful Tesla. And so stay tuned. If you have any questions or comments or want to learn anything else more, leave some comments down below. I always answer. I enjoy the rapport that we all have. And so see you around. Bye. Okay, so we are on the 241, which leads to the 133. This is all California talk, by the way. You use the as a preface to any highway you're driving on. Nothing like the East Coast. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you about the self-driving without paying the $10,000 or $12,000. So you know that all Teslas come equipped with the ability to upgrade to full self-driving beta, and that's still like iffy. You can also subscribe for like $199 a month. So if you're going on a long trip, you can then take your Tesla and upgrade it on your phone, which is strange, and it'll automatically go and become full self-driving. But currently what it does have is it has basically active cruise control, where it'll go and be the distance between you and the other car and maintain speed. If the car slows down in front of you, it'll slow down. And then it has auto steer. So if you add the auto steer to the self-driving, then all of a sudden you are self-driving and it will do everything for you. That's kind of crazy. It takes a little bit to get used to it, but I'll show you how it works. So right now I'm driving normally, just like I would, hands on the steering wheel, yada yada yada. And if I hit the stalk on the left twice, now it all of a sudden goes into full self-driving. Hands off the car, and it is basically making all of these turns and everything on its own, which is kind of cool. Now we're gonna get off the 133. Because I don't have full self-driving beta, it will not automatically turn and get off the off-ramp and all that stuff. I'll have to actually take control of it. But right now, I'm driving. Well, I'm not driving, but it's doing its thing. Now, it will do this thing where it ends up giving you a little heads up that you're gonna keep your hand on the steering wheel, give a little shake or squeeze, and it will let it know that you are still alive and awake. It's been driving pretty much the whole way except for the one turn off of the 241. Then we went on to the 133, which goes into Laguna Canyon Road and goes straight into Laguna. So and it slows down to this car that's in front of us pretty seamlessly. I hate to say it drives better than I do. It keeps whatever distance I set it between the car in front of me and my Tesla. We have a turn coming up, and there's a little couple of, we're going into more of a little town, so there's more stuff to be wary of, and it seems to handle it pretty well. I mean, here we are going through a little S turn. Again, I'm completely just keeping my hands lightly on the steering wheel so that it doesn't alert me that I'm not in control. But essentially, the Tesla's driving, which is really, really interesting. So here we go. Oh, look at the brake lights are coming on. We're still maintaining the brake lights are still coming on. We're going to go through a 35-mile-an-hour sort of S-turn. Lots of traffic, lots of cars to keep in mind, and it is doing it perfectly. Again, no hands on the steering wheel right now. We are making this turn. How cool is that? It takes a lot of trust in the technology that took me up until now to really start to recognize and feel good about. Otherwise, I was a nervous wreck. I would not trust the car to do the slowdown into the apex of the turn, which it does. The slowdown should a car jut out in front of you like this truck does and is looking to make a turn in. It's mindful of it in the car in front of me. So, yeah, it does a freaking good job of it. So as we're approaching the center of Laguna Beach, again, just sort of slowing down as the cars slow down, going through this green light. Now, it will not stop at a green light, but if there's a car in front of you and it stops in front of a green light, it will stop in front of that green light, that thing, which it is doing right now, which is, hold on, there it goes. It totally stops, which is amazing, right? Now the green light turns and the car goes. How absolutely cool is that? All of these cones, and it's noticing it on the screen. We're curving. We've got cars making turns. It notices that. Notices the truck in front of me. Again, the turns. And the coolest part, we're going to be going through one of my favorite parts of the PCH, the Pacific Coast Highway, down to Crystal Cove. So as we come over this crest, we'll dip down, and on the left-hand side, let's see if we can turn the camera so that you guys can see. After we come over this crest, probably one of the most beautiful sections of the Pacific Coast Highway is on our left-hand side as we come down and dip into the canyon. You'll see it over this crest. There it is, the crystal clear blue. Oh, how gorgeous is that? It's nicer on the other side. We'll probably see it on the way back, but it's just this great little section where the road dips down to almost beach level, and you get a great little view of the cliffs and the beach right here on the PCH.